and welcome back to my film and TV channel. You're all staying safe and well. I'm going over to Netflix for I'd say a mini series, but it's quite long. So I think just let's say a series anyway. And obviously, first of two, they've done two of these. The second one is now out, and it's a Spanish one, so it's now out in Spain. Obviously, Netflix have picked this up for their streaming site. So we're going to have a look at something called Wrong Side of the Tracks. Yes, in Spanish it's called Entrevious. I think it's pronounced like that. I'm not too well on Spanish. I'm not great on English. I'm on a mildly Spanish, but there you go. So we're going to have a look at that today. Please, if you are new to the channel, you're not subscribed, please push that subscribe button, push the bell notification. All these vlogs are coming out. And if you're already subscribed, keep spreading the word. It's great to have you on board. Of course, if you can give us a thumbs up, make an old TV drama film watcher very, very happy. It's created by Aitor Gabilondo and David Bermejo, starring Jose Coronado, Nona Sobo, and Luis Sahara. And it aired on Telecinco from the 1st of February 2022 to the 17th of May 2022. Now, I don't think they've shown both series. We do get a sort of a taster at the end of this first series for the second one. But is it actually available on Netflix? So I can't imagine it'll be too long before the second series. If you're interested, of course, we'll talk about whether it's worth watching in a little moment. But yeah, it is available on Netflix here in the UK. So check your streaming sites wherever you are. So this first series, we'll talk about the first series as far as this review is concerned. And on Internet Movie Database, it's doing quite well, actually. 6.7 out of 10 it's scoring on Joe Public on Internet Movie Database. That's 1,111 people have left a score or a review. It's over 8 episodes, so the episodes themselves score anywhere between 7.6 and 8.6. Yeah, for some reason they're always a lot higher than what they average out at, of course. But it's 8 episodes by about 110 minutes, so you're almost talking 2 hours. 8 episodes. You're talking 16 hours of television. I also said about being certainly not a mini series, that's for sure. Of the people who've left scores on Internet Movie Database, 712 people scored it between 6 and 9, and just 184 scored it between 2 and 5. So there's a lot of positivity, about 79%, if you take those figures, 79% positivity of people who scored it between 6 and 9. I ignore the 10 out of 10s and 1 out of 10s, of course. What's it about? Well, it's set in the neighbourhood of Entrevias in Madrid, and follows the mishaps of Tirso Abantos, a former military man running a hardware store. Yeah, a bit of Gran Torino, he was sort of involved here, stuff like that, obviously. But his monotonous daily routine is shaken by an interruption of his unruly and rebellious granddaughter Irene. She's of Vietnamese origin. He then teams up with corrupt police officer Ezequiel to face up to the criminals in the neighbourhood. So yes, it's that sort of thing. A very simple story. Not too many characters. There's don't throw loads of characters at you. We've nothing on Rotten Tomatoes or nothing on Metacritic yet. So, as I say, I'm looking at the reviews on Internet Movie Database. Generally negative. A lot of people left high scores, but not necessarily left a review. So that's probably why it's boosted that score up a little bit to 6.7 out of 10. I mean, it's just a basic Spanish drama with some, for me anyway, some pretty annoying characters. There's not many likeable characters. The granddad's okay. His granddaughter's a bit of a pain. And of course, it's dubbed, so you can watch it in its original subtitles. I chose to watch it in dubbing because I have sometimes to do with these series. I sort of have it on in the background and sort of listen rather than watch, and not watch. Obviously, this looks as though something exciting is happening on screen. But the dubbing itself that's on there, it sort of ranges from ordinary to not very good, in all fairness. As I say, I've not watched it in the original language to know how it sounds, but it didn't quite work, the dubbing. It was okay. It wasn't a disaster, but it wasn't great. I mean, it was quite an accomplishment, really, with the lack of story. I mean, there's not many subplots. There's a bit of family drama, of course, there is, and the gangs, etc. But there's not many sort of little subplots in it. So it's quite an accomplishment to get 8 times 110, 115-minute episodes out of this one, in all fairness. And as I said, even though I wasn't totally focused on it, I had it in the background, it didn't overly get boring. I do turn some of these things off if I get to episode 1 or 2 and it gets a bit monotonous. It was okay. But as I said, it's based on the fact I didn't sit with a bag of popcorn and a Coke, a straw and a tub of Coca-Cola and watch it. I just didn't do that. I use it more as a background watch. I mean, I'm sure some of you do that as well. When you're on your phones messing about, but you have something on in the background that is okay to watch, and that's how I found it. That's what I found with this. I mean, I said there is a season 2, and of course, the characters from season 1. So yeah, I may put it on again in the background, season 2, as and when that comes out. But I can't say I was overly excited or overly just overly impressed with this. In all fairness, it was just bog standard fare. And as I say, if you take an episode of Gran Torino and stretch it over 8 or 9 episodes, that's what you're getting. That's what you're getting with this. It's without being too much violence, even though I was talking about drug gangs, etc. It doesn't go over the top on the violence side of it. It's just, it has a sort of daytime soap feel to it, obviously against quite a gritty backdrop. But the positive is it's not as bad as some of the dross they have on Netflix, and that's all I can say. But a score of 6.7 out of 10 is a little bit high for me. I think there's a few ringers on there. I can't imagine, it's okay, but certainly not worth that. So I'm going to give it just a basic 5 out of 10, which it's all right. As I say, it's one of those, if I had to rate it, I'd have it on in the background while I'm on my phone or doing a little bit of work or some paperwork. I have it on in the background, a sort of background watch, you know what I mean? If it was something I was really wanting to watch, I wouldn't do that. But yeah, that's the level I'm at with this one. So I'll give it a 5 out of 10. If you get to watch this, as I say, there's a lot worse on Netflix, and I say give it a couple of episodes. If you're all right with the characters and you're all right with the dubbing, stick with it. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. And as I said, they should give you a little taste of series 2 as well, which just looks more of the same. So if you're not impressed, you won't bother. If you quite thought it was okay, then it might be worth a watch. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please, until we meet again, that's one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, you and your families. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.